Most Americans had absolutely no idea this was coming, but the Supreme Court may have just triggered one of the biggest legal shakeups in the country, and depending on where you stand politically, this could either be a major win, or a serious warning sign. We're talking about birthright citizenship, tariffs, and voting rights, all wrapped into major legal battles that are now sending shockwaves across the United States. And trust me, what happened here is way bigger than a normal court update. Hey everyone, welcome back to Unix Media, I'm host, and today we're breaking down the Supreme Court decisions that have people across America arguing, celebrating, and in some cases, seriously worried about what comes next. Now at first glance, these topics might sound unrelated. Birthright citizenship. Tariffs. Voting rights. But here's what makes this story wild, they all touch something huge: who belongs in America, how the economy works, and who ultimately shapes the future of the country. Let's start with birthright citizenship, because this one instantly got people talking online. The idea of birthright citizenship has always been one of the most debated constitutional questions in America. The basic idea? If someone is born on U.S. soil, they automatically become a citizen under the Constitution. Pretty straightforward, at least that's how many Americans have understood it for generations. But now, legal challenges and constitutional interpretations are bringing fresh attention to whether the government, or courts, could reshape how that principle works in the future. And this is where things get intense. Supporters say birthright citizenship protects fundamental constitutional rights and prevents discrimination. Critics argue immigration systems have changed dramatically and deserve new legal interpretation. No matter what side people are on, one thing is clear: this conversation isn't slowing down anytime soon. But wait, because this story gets even bigger when tariffs enter the picture. Most people don't think Supreme Court rulings and tariffs belong in the same conversation, until now. Tariffs directly impact prices Americans pay for everyday products, from electronics to cars to groceries. And when legal battles challenge how tariffs are imposed, suddenly this isn't just a government issue anymore, it becomes your wallet. People online are already debating whether these legal fights could eventually affect inflation, trade relationships, and how companies price products in the future. And honestly, this surprised a lot of people because economic rulings from courts don't always get national attention, until they suddenly hit everyday life. Now here's where things really start changing. Voting rights. Whenever the Supreme Court touches voting laws, emotions rise fast, and for obvious reasons. Voting rights cases often shape how elections happen, who gets access to ballots, and what states can or can't change when it comes to election rules. Supporters of stricter voting systems argue election integrity matters more than ever. Others believe easier ballot access protects democracy and equal participation. And this is exactly why these rulings tend to explode online, because almost everyone sees them through a different political lens. But here's the part many people aren't talking about enough: when the Supreme Court makes decisions like these, the impact usually doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes the real consequences take months, or even years, to fully unfold. New lawsuits appear. States react differently. Political leaders push back. And suddenly, one court decision turns into a national battle. That's why experts are already asking a much bigger question: are these rulings isolated legal moments, or signs that America is entering a major constitutional shift? Because whether it's citizenship, trade policy, or voting access, one thing feels undeniable right now: the legal ground under America keeps moving. And honestly, this is why so many people are paying attention. Some Americans see these rulings as restoring constitutional balance. Others see warning signs of deeper divisions ahead. But regardless of politics, it's hard to ignore that decisions from 9 justices can suddenly affect millions of lives. CP. So now the question turns to you: do you think the Supreme Court is protecting the Constitution, or changing America too fast? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this debate is definitely not ending anytime soon. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the biggest stories shaping America. Until next time, stay informed, and stay curious.